In the middle of World War II, as Europe burned and the fate of millions hung in the balance, one man sat alone in Lisbon, writing letters that would change history. He had no spy training, no official backing, no handler. Yet he would go on to become the most important deception agent of the entire war. His name was Juan Pujol Garcia. The British would later give him a codename that perfectly captured his talent. They called him Garbo. Pujol was not a professional spy. He was a shopkeeper, a hotel manager, a former soldier who hated fascism and communism with equal intensity. Watching Nazi Germany swallow Europe, he decided he had to act. But instead of joining an army, he chose deception. He approached British intelligence first, offering to spy for them. They dismissed him as unreliable. So Pujol did something extraordinary. He went to the Germans. In Madrid, posing as a loyal supporter of the Third Reich, Pujol convinced German intelligence he was willing to spy on Britain. The Germans accepted him. They gave him money, codes, and instructions. What they didn't realize was that Pujol had never set foot in the United Kingdom. From his room in Portugal, Pujol began inventing intelligence. He created a fictional network of agents across Britain, dock workers, civil servants, Welsh nationalists, disillusioned soldiers. He wrote detailed reports describing troop movements, ship schedules, factory output, and public morale. The details were so vivid that German handlers never questioned them. To make the lies believable, Pujol deliberately included small mistakes. A convoy that departed a day too late. A unit that moved after the fact. Information that arrived just late enough to be useless. To German intelligence, this proved authenticity. No real spy was perfect. Soon Berlin believed Garbo commanded more than 20 sub-agents. None of them existed. When British intelligence finally discovered Pujol, they were stunned. Instead of arresting him, they recruited him. MI5 brought him to London and turned his self-made deception into a weapon. The Garbo Network was now official. Under MI5 supervision, Pujol's fictional agents multiplied. His reports were synchronized with real Allied operations. Every message was crafted to shape German thinking, not just inform it. Garbo became the cornerstone of Britain's double-cross system, the effort to control all German spies in the UK. The true test came in 1944. As the Allies prepared for D-Day, deception became as important as soldiers and ships. Operation Fortitude aimed to convince Germany that the invasion would strike Pas-de-Calais, not Normandy. Garbo was at the center of it. In the weeks before June 6th, Garbo flooded German intelligence with warnings. He reported massive troop concentrations in southeast England. He described General Patton commanding a powerful invasion force. He insisted Normandy was a diversion. On the night of D-Day, Garbo sent his most critical message. He warned that an invasion was underway, but claimed it was only a preliminary attack. He even apologized for sending the message late, explaining that he had been away. This detail enraged German handlers, but reinforced their trust. A fake spy wouldn't admit failure. Hitler believed him. German armored divisions remained in Pas-de-Calais, waiting for the real invasion that never came. For weeks, Garbo continued feeding reports that Patton's army was preparing to strike. Even as Allied troops broke out of Normandy, German forces hesitated. The deception saved thousands of lives. German intelligence rewarded Garbo with the Iron Cross. They believed he was one of their greatest agents. At the same time, Britain secretly awarded him the Order of the British Empire. Few people in history have been decorated by both sides of a world war. After the war, Pujol disappeared. Fearing retaliation, British intelligence helped him fake his death and move to Venezuela, where he lived quietly for decades. The man who had fooled Hitler vanished into anonymity. When he finally resurfaced years later, historians realized just how decisive his role had been. The Garbo Network was not about gadgets or gunfights. It was about psychology. Understanding what the enemy wanted to believe and feeding it back to them with perfect timing. Juan Pujol Garcia proved that wars are not only won by armies, but by imagination, patience, and lies told with precision. His fake agents never existed, but their impact was real. Beaches were secured. Armies survived. History changed. And all of it began with one man, a typewriter, and a lie so convincing that even Hitler built his strategy around it.